Hello, and welcome back to Pokémon Stadium 2 for the Nintendo 64. As you can see here, I am playing this on an actual Nintendo 64 with my Pokémon Crystal version cartridge attached, which means I can use all of the same Pokémon that I also used in my Crystal version playthrough that ended a short while back. So if you missed any of that, I do suggest that you go check that out. And in any event, I also suggest that you consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss anything that's coming up next. So in the previous episode, what did we do? We went to the Gym Leader Castle, as always, and we challenged Chuck of Cyanwood Gym, or Cianwood Gym, as the announcer said. What is the correct pronunciation? I think I will just continue pronouncing it wrong no matter what. So today, we are going to the Olivine Gym, and we are going to challenge Jasmine, who, as you will recall from the Crystal version playthrough, is all on her own in her gym. She has no junior trainers at all. Will this be an easy gym battle, or, is she a bit tougher than she looks? I guess we're gonna find out. Don't underestimate Jasmine. So, let's see, what should we do here? She uses steel types, so Typhlosion is an obvious choice. So is Donphan, yes. Heracross might be, but, yeah, we can put a pin in that for the time being, and take a look at our other Pokémon. Who else could we use? We could use a steel type of our own, Steelix, who does have Earthquake. This would be a good, sort of an alternative to Donphan. I don't know. I don't want to be using too many Pokémon that are weak against water. And this would be half of my team that is weak against water. That's maybe not great. You will also see that I have both of my Vileplumes in this box, and there is a reason for that. Yes, if I have time at the end of this episode, I will go into that in a bit more detail. For now, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Actually, you know what? I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to have water types of my own. So maybe I'll take them both. Take Kingdra as well, or, ooh, Politoed. I could take Politoed. Maybe Politoed would not be as good as Kingdra, although I think they'd... Yeah, that dragon type, though, that might provide some, defensive advantages. I don't know. Houndoom, of course. We've got, another very capable fire type. Though, do I need that many fire types? That is also a valid question. Guess I could take, Houndoom anyway. Let's see what happens, huh? And who else do I want? What does my team lack right now? Would Sneasel or Espeon, or Heracross for that matter, would they do any good here? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I won't need any grass types, or flying types. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking Steelix and Kingdra. And yeah. I think this is a solid team, and given that there's only the gym leader, if I embarrass myself massively and lose right off the bat, well, at least it's not too tough to choose a new team, right? So, Jasmine, how's it going? You must be quite strong to make it this far. Oh, I like to think I am. What do you have? Interesting. I was not expecting to see a Stantler here, but, you know, that is as it is. You've got, yeah, 2 water types. See, that is why I took Lantern. Actually, Lantern would be great against most of your party. So let's start with Lantern. Now, Lantern would not really appreciate Caesar, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but I could also take Typhlosion. And... what else? What else? Donphan, I guess? Would Donphan be bad against anything besides the water types? Not really. Houndoom would also be pretty good. At least Houndoom does have, Sunny Day. So I can stall against the water types a little bit. Yeah, we're going all in with these fire types. Okay, let's go.
The challenger has moved on to Olivine Gym. The only opponent here is the gym leader, Jasmine. How will the challenger fare against Jasmine's powerful Steel-type Pokémon?
I do hope I fare well. That much I can say for sure. Who is your first Pokémon? You are starting with Blastoise. Oh. Well, you were expecting me to start with a fire type, I see, but no, I'm not doing that. Do I make it rain? Am I afraid of Blastoise? No, not particularly. Maybe I should be. Perhaps this is my first mistake.
There is a sudden downpour.
You... Mirror Coat. Oh!
No,
Huh.
today.
I don't like you doing that.
The white-hot battle continues.
So, are you going to just keep on doing that, though? That is the question. I imagine you will. Can I take you out in one hit of Thunder? Probably not. And then I am going to get blasted. So we're gonna use Surf. You know what? Even if you use Mirror Coat, I'm sure I'll survive whatever Surf does back to me. Yeah, not very effective. And yet, here's the Mirror Coat. Okay, let's see what this does. How much is Thunder going to do?
The heated action continues.
Can I do 263 HP of damage with Thunder? You know, I am holding the magnet, so, let's see if the magnet works in this case, huh? Here comes the Thunder.
Super effective.
Pretty please?
Oh,
Okay, there we go. See, that is what we in the business call playing smart.
That fail will bring out a new Pokemon.
Who's next? Who else do you have?
Oh, it's Stantler.
Stantler. Fascinating. Well, the rain, it does continue to fall. Am I afraid of Stantler? Not really. Oh, I should be. I should be.
There's the shot.
I think I'll survive this, but, yeah, ooh, I'm not gonna survive a second one.
There's the attack.
That's fine.
That's it.
Oh, you are paralyzed! Oh, perfect!
It healed itself with
Nope,
paralysis
not perfect.
strawberry.
Once again, how did you know, game? How did you know exactly what I was going to do? Well... yeah, you are not long for this world, Lantern, I'm sorry. But this is the way it needs to be. You just gotta eat another earthquake and,
On Earthquake.
at least this way the next Pokemon won't be injured, right? You did a good job, don't worry about it.
We're eagerly awaiting the
So,
appearance of the next
who is
Pokemon.
faster? Can I...
The next Pokemon is ready.
Alright, guess I'm using Typhlosion. Was Typhlosion
Oh, it's Typhlosion.
faster than,
The rain finally
oh, thank
stopped.
goodness the rain stopped. Is
Now that the heavy
Typhlosion
downpour
faster
has finally
than
stopped,
Houndoom? I
the field
wonder.
has returned to normal.
Well, I'm using Flamethrower, and I am faster than Stantler, that's all that matters.
Ooh, flamethrower!
Boom!
That inflicted some damage.
Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Oh, that means you're gonna throw Steelix at me, right? Right?
Oh, it's Steelix!
Yep, you sure are. You would not leave home without that Steelix. I know it.
2-1. The tense battle continues.
The tense battle continues. Ooh, yes it does. Let's see what this does, actually.
A powerful
It is super effective. Well, there you go.
that settles this battle.
How impressive. Yes, indeed. Looks like I made the right move starting with Lantern, that's for sure. Never leave home without Lantern. We have learned that time and time again. Lantern just never fails. You are truly strong. I'll have to try much harder, too. Yes, you will, because we have cleared the Olivine Gym. And next up, ooh, Team Rocket Executive. We are ambushed by Team Rocket. Before you go any further, let's see how you will fare against us, Team Rocket. Yes, let's see how we'll fare. So, oh, listen to this. Ah, that's cool. I forgot that Team Rocket even has its own menu theme in this game. That's cool. So, the surprise Team Rocket ambush is big. There are 4 of them, 2 grunts and 2 executives, so this will take up an episode of its own. We will not be challenging Team Rocket today. No, because now I need to tell you a story. I need to enlighten you about the tragic tale of Vileplume the First. Now, what is the best way to do this? List, I suppose? Yeah, let's go to the Game Boy boxes. Yeah. So if we go all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. Maybe there's an easier way. Yeah, here we go. So, I've got my 2 Vileplumes down there. You will remember, throughout my Crystal version playthrough, more toward the second half in Kanto, I was raising a Gloom, and by extension a Vileplume. And that was the second one, the one right at the bottom of the list. And when it reached level 100, something didn't seem right. Like, its stats seemed really, really low. Even after grinding beyond level 100, I guess you could say, because in the early generations of Pokemon, they still get EVs, effort values, that they add to their stats. Even at level 100, you just have to deposit them into the PC and withdraw them later. So, I made sure that this Vileplume had all the EVs it could get, and its stats still seemed really not good. So, doing a bit of math and looking things up, I realized that this Vileplume had absolutely atrocious IVs. The individual values, yes, that's what it stands for. And that is an invisible number between 0 and 15 in the early generations, that when multiplied by 2 is added to your Pokemon stat, just as like a flat bonus. So, this Vileplume had, I think, 0 IVs in several stats, and less than 10 in the others, except speed, which is actually pretty good, relatively, given that it is a Vileplume. So, yeah, sorry to say it, Vileplume, but, turns out this one was maybe not meant for combat. It likes to run away, which is why its speed is so high. We will go with that. So yeah, this Vileplume was a lover and not a fighter. And that is when I actually bothered to look up how stats are passed down from parents to children in the early Pokemon games, and I learned a few things, and that is what information I will impart upon you right now to eat up the last few minutes of this episode. You see, a baby Pokemon inherits a couple IVs from its opposite gender parent. So this Vileplume, being a girl, inherited its defense from its father, which was the Sunflora. And if you look at Sunflora does not have very good defense. In fact, this Sunflora has 0 IVs in defense, which is why this Vileplume has 0 IVs in defense. Isn't that marvelous? And Vileplume kind of wants to be a tank, so that 0 is not looking good. But defense is not the only one that it inherits. It also sort of inherits the special IV in a way. If the parent has a high special IV, there's a 50% chance it will inherit the stat exactly, or a 50% chance that it will inherit that stat -8, so much lower. Conversely, if the parent has a low special stat, it'll either be the same or that stat +8. So my Sunflora has very high special attack. And I unfortunately think that this Vileplume inherited that high special stat -8. Therefore, it was not so high, so yeah, it really got hooped just by inheriting not very good stats. Which was sad, so I decided, okay, knowing what I know now, I am going to be intelligent about this, and I will raise another Vileplume. So this Vileplume did wind up being the mother to this one. But I needed to mess around with a couple different Pokemon in order to get the better stats that were more appropriate to a fighting champion, such as, well, the Vileplume that we used last time against Chuck, who did very, very well, I might add. Yeah, this Vileplume might not have survived that encounter. But yep, there you go. That is pretty much everything I know about the intricacies of passing down stats in this game. HP is decided somehow via calculations according to the other stats, and the other stats are all random. So yeah, defense and special are the ones that you can kind of control for. So if you are doing Pokemon breeding in Pokemon Generation 2, I hope you learned something, because oh, I wish I knew this stuff ahead of time. I would have saved myself a bit of bother. But yes, there we go. That is the sad, sad tale of my original Vileplume and the triumphant tale of my second one. And that will bring me to the end of this episode, so I do hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I hope that you'll join me again next time for the next exciting episode of this as we challenge Team Rocket. Till then, ta-ta.